Hi, welcome back to Robin's Recipes. Today I am going to make for you, I don't know what you want to call it, chicken noodle vegetable stew, maybe? It's got all those things in it. It's a recipe that I kind of came up with, but I've made it several times and people just absolutely love it. And I feel like it's gotten cooler outside and now's the time for some rib sticking, something hot and good to eat. So let me show you what I got going on here. Let me turn you down a minute. I'm trying to do the camera long-wise so you can see I got a bigger viewing area, but it's shorter this way, so I'm trying to deal with that. Listen, in your comments, please leave whether you would like to see the camera like this or turn the other way. But I know it's got those irritating two strips on the side of me, so y'all let me know. But anyway, I'm doing this one like this today. So here we go. Let me turn it down here and let me show you what I got going on. All right, I've already chopped 1 cup of little carrots. And I'm kind of just emptying out my refrigerator. These are those little snacking carrots. And I got a cup of those going. And now I'm going to cut up 2 ribs of celery. Like so. Yeah, this recipe I just came up with. I wanted something hearty and creamy. And this recipe is going to use, this one is using rotisserie chicken, but you can easily cook your own chicken and use the broth from that. So whatever you got handy, I happen to have a little bit of a rotisserie chicken left. So that's what I'm using. All right, that looks about a cup or so of celery. Now let me get my onion cut here. And see those little, I got a couple stalks of green onion and I'm going to use those too. Let me pull this back a little bit, y'all can see it. I've been thinking about things to come up with. I know people have asked about one-pot meals, so I'm going to try to do something like that. But for right now, I'm doing this soup. I got another soup I want to do for you all too. It's called a taco soup, and it's absolutely delicious, but I'll do that in another video. All right, so let me chop up this onion. I'm going to use about a half a big onion on this, and I'm just going to chop it up kind of big. All right. That looks pretty good. And because I got these 4 spring onions left over, I'm going to kind of just add those to the mix. As expensive as food is, you can't afford to throw away anything. Okay. So, now I'm going to take my onions, my peppers, my celery, and my carrots over to my pot. And in my pot, I have 4 tablespoons of butter. But let me bring you over there and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Hold on just a second. How about that, y'all? How does that look? Can you see down in the pot pretty good? All right, like I said, in my pot, I got 4 tablespoons of butter, and I done poured my carrots and my onions and my celery in, and I'm going to brown them a little bit, get them tender. Okay. And in fact, it looks like I need a little more onion. So while they're cooking, I'm going to cut some more onion. Hold on a second. All right, y'all, I'm back. I got more onions in here, and these are just still in the pot, kind of getting tender with the 4 tablespoons of butter. So now I am going to add my rotisserie chicken. I took some breast and I cut them up in little chunks. This chicken's already cooked, okay? So I'm just putting that in there. Some of it's a little pink. It can cook a little more, but it'll cook. That's one thing about rotisserie chickens. Sometimes they don't get all the way done, I don't think. So anyway, I got my chicken in there. Now what I'm going to do is take this Knorr's chicken bouillon. And I'm going to, oh, just a second. I'm going to sprinkle I'd say a tablespoon in there. Alright, I'm going to sprinkle it in there. And I'm going to put a little pepper. And I'm going to try to give you measurements on all this in the description. All my things that I put on YouTube, if you go to the description, I try to put the recipe there. And I'm not going to put any salt yet because always remember that that bouillon has salt in it. And, you know, you can taste things and find out, you know, you can always add it, but you can't take it out. So now I'm just kind of simmering the chicken with the vegetables here a minute. Just getting them all in the pool together. Alright. Now sometimes I use rice in this, but today I'm going to use pasta. So I'm going to use these little teeny pasta noodles. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If I can find them. I think I'm going to use these Orzo. They're little teeny. They almost look like rice, but they're pasta. That's why I'm calling it chicken and noodle vegetable stew. And I'm calling it stew because it's thicker than soup. Alright, I got all that going. So now I'm going to add my water. And I'm going to add 7 cups of water to my big pot. And I did measure that out. 7 cups. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a cup of this, of these Orzo. Now I'm going to put I'm going to put 3/4 of a cup. Alright. And now I'm just going to put a lid on that and let that cook for about 10 or 12 minutes till the pasta gets done. So let me do that and I'll come back and show you the finished product, okay? I'll be right back. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Let me show you what I got going on here. Hey, and I snagged a photographer on the way, so everything's going to be good. All right, here's my soup. And it is bubbling. Now, I put my rice, my Orzo rice. See, my Orzo rice is done? See that? But you see how thin it is? And I'm going to turn it now into a little bit hearty, thicker, what I call a stew. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put, this is a chicken gravy mix that you buy in the little packages. And I added a 1/2 cup of water to it. And I put this in here to thicken it up. Now, if you don't have this, of course, you could use cornstarch or whatever, because that's really basically all this is. But it does have some chicken flavor to it. So I'm going to put this in my soup. I'm just going to dip my cup down in there. Get all my goods out the bottom there. All right. So that's going to thicken it up good. All right. And now I'm going to put 1 bag of broccoli and cauliflower. It's frozen. And we'll put that in there. And there goes that phone. I'm just going to let it ring this time. Hold on a minute, y'all. Hit the button, honey. Guess what? Telemarketer. All right, so I got my broccoli and cauliflower in there. And now if you can come over here and you can see how this is kind of thickened up some. See how it looks thick and hearty? Now I'm going to put 4 ounces of Velveta cheese in it. Do you believe that we had another call in between the last call we just stopped? I don't know what to do about it. All right. My cheese is melting in here, and this is making it so creamy. Is that looking good, y'all? Is that looking good? Looks like about all my cheese is melted. Now my last thing I put in here, and I really can cut the heat off now, is I got 1 cup of frozen peas. And I put them in there at the end. And that's it. That's my chicken noodle vegetable stew. Cheesy stew. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Let me taste it. Let me taste it. Hold on, let me get a spoon. All right, let me see. It looks like to me it needs to be a little bit thicker. I don't know. Let me try it. All right. I'm going to put a little salt. Now, I'm just going to let this go for a few minutes and let everything get situated in there. And I'm going to come back and serve us up a bowl. Okay? I'll be right back. All right, y'all. It's done. Come over here. Let me show you what it looks like. Does that look delicious? Look at that bubbling cauldron of chicken, whatever you want to call this. Doesn't that look good? Let me dip me up a little bowl and show you what it looks like. There you go. Look at that. Does that look good? It's so thick and velvety. Now for the proof. Let's see. Oh, this thing's so hot I might not be able to hold it. All right, let's see. This is what's for supper tonight. Still too hot. Woo. Still too hot. I'm going to have to let this cool down, but it is delicious. Delicious, y'all. Listen, thank you for letting me spend some time with you today. And when I think about chicken soup and what they used to say, chicken soup's good for the soul. Well, it is good for the soul. And also, Jesus is good for the soul. Be thankful. Thank Him today. Thank Him for being able to get up. A lot of people weren't able to. Thank Him for being able to go about your day, to go to work, to watch this video, to eat this good soup. Thank you all so much. Till next time on Robin's Recipes. Bye.